Welcome back to the channel, everybody. That is a beautiful sound. Alright, well, firstly, thanks to all my new subscribers for subscribing, and thanks to all the old subscribers for coming back and watching another attempt at making a bowl. And today we have a big old piece of yew. It's 12 inches across and approximately 3.5–4 inches deep. I will say from the get-go, this piece of yew was on its last legs. There was not much strength left in it at all. And I picked what I thought was the best bit for this project. Every other piece of this yew that I've turned has been like concrete, so this was a nice change to actually turn some relatively soft yew. Now, it didn't matter what speed I put the lathe at, it was way out of balance. Mostly because the more rotten portion of this piece was on one side, and the harder side of the wood was on the opposite side. So even at 400 RPM, the lowest speed my lathe will go, it was bouncing around and trying to tip my lathe over. So in the end we settled at 800 RPM for the whole project. So in a break from what I usually do, I'm making this bowl a relatively traditional shape. You can see how much the lathe is moving there, and that's only 800. I wish I had a variable speed lathe, but we can't have everything we want. Some lovely spalting going on in this piece. This piece is inspired by the work that Phil Anderson does. Whoop. And we lost a bit there. Break out the super glue and stick it back on again. Quite a neat join actually, so we went straight to sanding after that. Got my new 5-inch pad on the drill. I need to find a 5-inch sponge to go with that pad. So there's the Yorkshire grit, or possibly the shine juice going on. Looks like the Yorkshire grit, I think. Very pretty. The bit I wanted in this piece was those 3 log sections, 3 end grain bits. So we're on to hollowing. Again, very soft wood. And I was going nice and easy, didn't really want to get a catch with this one. I actually put a bit of super glue around the inside of the mortise just to give it a little bit more strength than it would have had. You can see how easily that's turning. No strength in it. So we're almost at final depth and final diameter now. Just want to thin that outer wall down just a little bit. And she's gone. Yay. So, after 5 hours of doing other things and thinking about it, I thought I'm not going to give up on that one. I'm going to put it back on the lathe. So I got the biggest bit that I could find from it. And I just thought for a giggle I would see what I could make out of that. There was not a lot of room for the woodworm screw, so I put it on the belt sander and flattened out an area on the top. It's not going to have a lot of depth in the bottom of the bowl here. Again, this bit that's left is totally out of balance, but I thought at this point it doesn't really matter, so we're going 1400 and some odd RPM here. Slowly getting more and more into balance now. So I had to make a very wide foot because there wasn't actually a place where I could get a foot all the way round on this bowl. So in order for it to stand up properly, I've done quite a wide foot. I'm going as thin as I dare on that bottom bit just to turn away the woodworm screw hole. That's the mortise in. And 80 grit up to 600 on the old sander. And there's some Yorkshire grit and some shine juice gone on there. Okay, so let's hollow it out. Not much of a hollowing job to do on this one. Here's a weird looking thing. And again, 80 grit up to 600. Yorkshire grit and shine juice. I think I'm going to call this one the lemonade bowl. For when life gives you lemons. Well folks, there it is, in all its glory. I had high hopes for this piece, obviously, a big fruit bowl or whatever, but it wasn't to be, so I couldn't let it go. I took the biggest piece that fell off and just decided to make some kind of weird thing out of it. So here it is. It's still a lovely piece of yew with some nice grain in it. I'm sure somebody somewhere will think that that is fantastic. I quite like it myself, actually. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks again to all my new subscribers, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.